A street preacher at a groomer event. Quoting Bible verses.
Ooh.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we're waiting.
A butthurt cop arrested him and charged him with disorderly conduct.
Are you retarded?
But the charges were mysteriously dropped.
It's true.
Could have been because of backlash and potential lawsuits. I wonder. I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this is what's next. Afternoon, party people. Happy Monday. Jazz Berganzo, you daily? Hope you guys doing well today. Well, we're in day 12 of the hostage crisis known as Groomerville. Groomer month. Pride comes before the fall. Well, I did a video yesterday in regards to Dementia Joe. Yes, Joe Biden. Over the weekend on the White House lawn, putting up the Skittles flag, having drag queens running around on the White House lawn, and children being present to this demonic trash. But Joe Biden doesn't give up about the country. He really doesn't. Borders be damned. Foreign policy be damned. Economics be damned. It's all about the pronouns. But we're not here to talk about Joe today. We'll maybe talk about him tomorrow. We go to Reading, PA, where a street preacher who was preaching on the corner, quoting the Bible, was arrested by a butthurt cop. You know, because I guess he was preaching that God doesn't like the gayness. Because he really doesn't. Let's take a look. This comes out of Breitbart. Video charges dropped for a street preacher arrested at a Alphabet event. I'm just here to spread the gospel. A Christian street preacher saw charges against him dropped after being arrested on June 6th after an Alphabet Pride event in Reading, PA. Damon Atkins was placed in handcuffs and arrested for allegedly disorderly conduct engaging in fighting. Really? During the incident, of course, which is absolute bullshit. However, the Berks County DA announced Wednesday that after a review of the incident, a thorough review which took place on June 3rd at the 800 block of Washington Street in Reading, our office has withdrawn charges of disorderly conduct against Damon Atkins. The charges were withdrawn after we reviewed the video of the incident and applicable case law. Translation, we're going to get hit with such a massive backlash and probably pending lawsuits that, yeah, we're going to drop the charges. Video of the initial incident, recorded by resident Matthew Ware, shows Atkins speaking with Sergeant Bradley McClure. The street preacher was reportedly quoting Bible verses before telling the officer he was standing on public property. When the policeman tells him to respect the flag, lick the Skittles, Atkins says he's being respectful and eventually repeats the fact that he's on public property. When Atkins begins quoting another verse, he's unable to finish the sentence before the officer handcuffs him.
Well, here we are in Reading. We got a bunch of people coming from out of town to celebrate evil. It was a wonderful providence of God. I was driving with my family down the
Celebrate
road.
evil, exactly.
Got some faithful brothers over here that are standing. I came out and got to preach for about 12 minutes before a cop got in my face, laid hands on me, and threatened to arrest me if I didn't stop. Of course, I don't have my GoPro camera with me because I wasn't coming out, had no idea this was happening. I just happened to drive by it. But the gospel went out. They got drag queens. They got children here. They're about to do a flag-raising ceremony into Satan's cesspit.
Satan's cesspool. That's a good way to put it.
Moron is out here. And
Mayor Moron.
This is the type of insanity. Now, what's amazing about Reading is it is largely a Hispanic population. But if you don't know how well you can see, there's not a lot of Hispanics out today. It's a bunch of white people. I'm sure they drove over from West Reading or from out of town because the Hispanic community largely would shun this. But yeah, that's what we got. This is what they're doing in Reading City. Tyrant cops threatening older men and myself for standing out here. You got, just everything you can imagine. So this is quite crazy, but a wonderful providence of God that I could walk out here.
The only thing missing from this video is drag queens on parade.
But by
It's
the
the only
grace
thing
of
that's
God,
missing.
I could preach for about 10 minutes or so, like I said, before he did that. So the gospel went out. The law went out. The gospel went out. God's going to do work with it. He's apparently a professing Christian, too. That's the horrible thing about this. Looks like some more men just showed up to support us. This cop's going to give him a hard time.
Now that is the gentleman in question, Damon Atkins. He keeps saying that he's on public property as he's quoting the Bible. Remember that.
You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell. So you do you, and I'm going to do me. This is public property.
Boom. There it is. He's dropping facts. He's not lying.
God is not. That's it.
Oh, the cop got butthurt. Yes, Sergeant McClure got butthurt and arrested him because he decided to quote the Bible. And hear the little jeers, you know, from the alphabet crowd. What a joke. Absolute joke. The Fox report said Atkins apparently tried quoting 1 Corinthians, which states, "For God is not the author of confusion, but peace, as in all churches of the saints." During an interview with TBN, Atkins said he was not angry with anyone attending the event, but I'm aggressive towards sin, and that is it. I want everyone to know, including my brothers and sisters, my best friends, everyone here, you cannot live in willful sin.
To know, including my brothers and sisters, my best friends, everyone here, you cannot live in willful sin. So I didn't know that this guy interacted with Brother Matt. I didn't know that either. I didn't even know that Brother Matt was filming me because I was focused on the cop and his approach right away. You can see, I saw these guys, these two, but I didn't see Brother Matt. I waved to them and I approached them and I still didn't see Brother Matt because Brother Matt's further down the street.
Atkins added that when the situation intensified, it felt like the enemy was telling me, "You're going to be quiet." And I thought about the First Amendment. It popped in my head like, "No, sir, this is public property. I'm not being rude. I'm just here to spread the gospel, the good news. Jesus Christ saved me, and he can save everyone, including the officer," he commented. According to the Constitution of the United States, the First Amendment text says, "Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, prohibiting the free exercise thereof, abridging the freedom of speech, press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances." The officer said in an affidavit regarding Atkins that he allegedly yelled at the event attendees, and he told them not to cross the street or yell at Atkins understood those instructions. Bull, bull, and more bull. However, McClure claimed that the man resumed yelling derogatory comments at the group. Yes, Bible verses are now derogatory. And because he already issued a warning, he arrested him. One officer who spoke to Fox News Digital claimed that the men interacted prior to the video being recorded and there was more than what took place in just a clip. Meanwhile, social media users expressed their thoughts on the incident, one person writing, "Everyone has a right to freedom of speech. The most hated speech must be protected the most. Should not matter what you're protesting, you're allowed to do that freely," another commented. When you have someone who is simply preaching the gospel, and sadly we have seen this in Canada, our brethren of the North, who have a number of preachers and pastors have gotten arrested because it's offensive to the alphabet community. And of course, to one Justin Trudeau skirt wearer, it's all about the alphabet. Because anything else, you're just being hateful. You're being a bigot. You're being racist. Well, it seems like bigotry and hatefulness and intolerance have come to Reading, PA. Now, of course, you got one cop saying, well, there's a little bit more to this than just what was seen in the video clip. Well, guess what? Being that there's no other video being taken of this, or shown, shall I say, other than the one gentleman who recorded it, yeah, sorry, police, you got no legs to stand on. Like I said, I got nothing but love for the police. But when you're in the wrong, just admit that you're in the wrong. You got butthurt. Sergeant McClure got butthurt, and he arrested a guy who was simply preaching the word of God. But like I said earlier in the article, now Bible verses being quoted are now derogatory. Wow. And I thought I was living in America. God help us all. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. We'll see you next time. Peace.